Hello, mis amores. You guys did not really think that we could go one summer without at least one lemon video, right? Yeah, no. There are too many lemon recipes out there. There are too many lemon recipes out there that you guys sent me for me not to at least make one video. There has been one recipe though that has been cursing around, I think for like a year or two now, that I can't believe I have never tried thus far. That has to be changed. You guys need to stop sending me this video. No, I appreciate it. But considering how often I got sent this video, it's crazy to me that it's taking me this long to be right here. Oh, right now. Oh, yeah. So I've got all my lemons, in order for us to finally make lemon rolls, which are obviously inspired by cinnamon rolls. I do love cinnamon rolls. When we first got to Berlin, there's like this very popular cinnamon rolls place here that has kind of been taken over in the last couple of years by another cinnamon rolls place. But when we first got to Berlin, we would go there so often. So I had so many cinnamon rolls that now I probably haven't had a cinnamon roll in like 2 years. Even though I still really like them, but I think I'm just like have been exposed to too many cinnamon rolls. So I'm sure I will really love a lemon roll if the recipe is right and fine and nice and we get to experience all of this in a nice roll. You know how a cinnamon roll kind of feels more fall-y, coldish temperatures? I hope that this will give me the opposite, while at the same time probably still being very rich and like filling, but most importantly, fulfilling, hopefully. Seeing as though this dough will have to rest, obviously, we should get started. But I did want to show you all of my 6 lemons. I can't juggle. I can't believe that like in my life, I have never learned how to juggle. Isn't that like a basic skill that everyone learns when they're younger? I mean, I just also probably wasn't motivated enough to ever really try it and learn how to do it, but I'm giving up. Alright, let's start with the actual lemon roll, like the dough. Here's what you need for it. 300 milliliters of warm milk, 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of granulated white sugar, 593 grams of all-purpose flour, and then I've also got 1.5 teaspoons of salt in there and 25 grams of granulated white sugar. Later we need 2 whisk eggs, 112 grams of unsalted butter, very softened, or, well, you see how soft mine got. Half a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and of course, 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. That's the juice. That is not the that is not the that is not the zest. The zest, guys. I'm still gonna zest it. But first let's start by blooming our yeast. And we do so by mixing our warm milk with the dry yeast and the teaspoon of sugar. And then we let it sit for about 10 minutes. Enough time to probably zest 2 lemons. Alright, while our yeast is blooming, just like Blake Lively's reputation after that recent press tour, blooming was kind of her motto, wasn't it? Anyway, while that's happening, we're gonna whisk together the flour, salt, and sugar. Okay, once the flour is everywhere but in the bowl, we're going to add all of the rest, basically. The whisked eggs, vanilla, the lemon zest. I feel like it's not the first time I made that mistake. Something about zest just seems so juicy to me. Don't know how much lemon flavor that's gonna give us. But anyway, and also el burro. And then we mix. I'm just really not sure if that's gonna be enough lemon in there. I don't need lemon. I need a lemon burn. And now we add our bloomed yeast mixture, and then we're gonna mix until everything is blended together. We're probably gonna have to switch to a dough hook. I just hope that we won't have to use our hands. Also, that bang really hurt. So that's how much lemon I would really want in there. They use a standing mixture, but it also says to knead the dough for 7 to 10 minutes. Quite a long time. So it says to knead the dough until the dough pulls away from the edges of the bowl, forms a ball, and springs back when pressed. Now I'm lightly greasing another bowl and placing our dough in there. It's still very wet. I feel like if at all it needed a little bit more flour. I don't think that kneading it will fix it, but what do I know? Gonna roll it out later and then there's gonna be more flour in it. So now I'm gonna place it in the oven. I think I'm just gonna turn on the oven lamp or so. Place a kitchen towel on top. We let it rise for 1 to 1.5 hours or until it has doubled in size. Silence. Hello! So our dough got done proving way quicker than I thought. It was like about an hour and it already doubled in size. So now we're a little late making the filling because I don't want it to overproof, so...
Mommy!
I'll do that. Ciao.
For real?
Luckily, it's very easy to make the filling. We just gotta mix together a couple of ingredients. Consisting of 112 grams of butter, 100 grams of white sugar, and 110 grams of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, and 30 milliliters of lemon juice. That's it. By the way, you also need 60 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. I haven't found out what we need it for yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll see later. But first, we gotta roll out the dough now because we might be too late. Wow, oops.
Alter, der ist aber aufgegangen. Wie geil!
Don't touch it, it's gonna explode. I think it's been proving a little too much. Lightly flour the surface. Punch out the air.
Reinpunchen!
I don't want to. What is 18 by 20 inches? 18 by 12. 30 by 45. Oh, sorry guys, I punched you. Punched the bursa. It's a blurser. Oh my god, I think I'm the best person ever. That is 30 by 45. It's just not a rectangle yet. It still seems pretty thick though. Cool. Now we can fill it and roll it. Actually, let me try the filling. I need it to be lemony. I feel like it could be more lemony. I still have this lemon extract. I think I'm just gonna add a couple of drops. Now it is what it is. Let's spread it on top evenly. So far so good. Everything's going great. We're about to roll it all up. And that's where a lot of things can go wrong. I think we're rolling up the long side of it. I think we're ready to roll. Are you ready to roll? We roll it up tightly. My dough might be a little too thick still, but we're just gonna go with it now. I feel like my dough is a little bit too soft. So far so great. I'm just trying to seal it together. Either you take unscented floss to create your rolls or a super sharp knife. Instead of floss, I think I'm just gonna use some thread. And then again, I grease this casserole that I then am gonna place the rolls in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This doesn't work. So I think we're trying to go for 12. 1.5 inch. How much is that? 3.8. I can do that. 3.8. 3.8. 3.8. 3.8. 3.8. That works. I guess I've never used this yellow thread before. Underneath the dough, right to where we want to cut, and then we just cut it. Now comes the first actual row. Cut it! Ta-da! This place is such a mess for just these lemon rolls. Now we've got 60 milliliters of heavy whipping cream, which we're gonna apparently just pour in between the rolls. I don't really know what this is supposed to do. Like, is it supposed to keep them apart, or it's just all gonna be on the bottom? That's what I don't really understand. I don't understand. But okay, now we're gonna put some plastic wrap on top and let them rest in a warm place for another hour or until they have doubled in size. And then we just gotta make the icing later. Wait, we still gotta bake them. I'll be back. Look at my babies, my babies. They have proven to be well proved. I still really don't understand what the heavy cream is for, but I'm sure 1 or 2 or 3 or every one of you will be able to tell me. Obviously, we're now getting rid of the plastic wrap and we're gonna bake it at 180 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until a light golden color. In the meantime, time, we're gonna make the cream cheese frosting. And here's what you need for that. 56 grams of super soft unsalted butter, 98 grams of powdered sugar, 112 grams of cold cream cheese, and lastly about half a tablespoon of lemon zest, this is probably more, and about half a tablespoon of lemon juice. We start by mixing the butter on high speed with an electric mixer until pale and fluffy. Now add the cream cheese and mix at medium speed. Now sift in the powdered sugar a little at a time. Add the lemon zest and also the lemon juice and combine first on low and then on high speed until light and fluffy as it gets. So now we wait. We're gonna take out the rolls, let them cool for about 5 minutes and then cover it with the frosting. Then serve. It's been 5 minutes. Ta-da! Look at our lemon rolls. They look really good. I just really hope that they're cooked. Apparently they are, so. I find it really weird that I had to pour the whipped cream in between because these are the parts that are supposed to not stick together, and it seems like they're sticking together better than the actual swirls that are kind of separating. But who am I to judge? I'm actually the person who made this video in order to judge these, so maybe I am the one to judge. Let's top them with the icing and then we can try them. I don't know, can I make this look pretty? I cannot. Ice cream sundae with a cherry on top. Oh, she doesn't even sing icing. Yoo-hoo! Done. Which one will be the nicest? This one. See, now we even need a knife. This is not what I want. Looks cooked. Doesn't look very pretty anymore because they don't separate. Guys, my mouth is watering and I just cannot wait. They absolutely smell not like lemon at all. But I hope they will taste like lemon because otherwise I want to cry. This looks mushy. Cheers. Whoa. Very lemony. Are these cooked? The dough does seem cooked. The lemon filling makes the dough so soggy that it just feels like you're not really eating cooked dough. This is the lemon roll. I think this is raw on the bottom. Or it might be the whipping cream doing weird things. I don't know, is this raw down here or no? Can't put it back in anymore, but it tastes really great. That's why I don't really like making cinnamon rolls and stuff, because you can never really tell if they're cooked or not, or I can't at least. It doesn't taste doughy. I don't know, that was really nice. It might still be dough, like the bottommost layer, but I think it's also caused by the whipping cream. Anyway, this is tasty though. That's what I gotta focus on. How annoying, because now I can't enjoy them as much anymore just because I'm afraid they're underbaked. I'm lost. Anyway, in theory, this recipe is really great. You should try it. Thanks for taking me in this so often. I'm gonna take these to my picnic now that I'm not going to, and tell all of my friends who won't be there not to eat the bottommost layer just because I'm not sure if it's baked or not.
And then everything will be great.
But that being said, this might have been the only lemon video we'll make this year. For now, I just wanna thank you guys so much for watching this video. Entonces nos vemos la próxima vez. Y bye.